So Natasha Cloud goes on the Ryan Clark podcast and says Caitlin Clark was not targeted. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
So, hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so with the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. And don't forget about Caitlin Clark's crossovers. Every Monday and Thursday starts out our live shows from 6 to 7 Eastern and 5:30 to 6:30 on Thursdays. It's Eastern time except for major holidays, and it's pretty cool. It's like a sports reporters forum with guest podcasters. So check that out. So, Rob, I'll let you decide what exactly is the truth here or not the truth. I'm just going to play an interview. It's on the Ryan Clark show, I don't think Ryan Clark's is exactly a supporter of Caitlin Clark, but I don't know everything about him. But I will play. This is an interview with Natasha Cloud, who you know is a WNBA player. Ryan Clark is an ex-professional football player who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. He played safety. Anyways, here is the interview, and we'll play that for you, and we'll see what you think.
It almost felt like marketers were trying to figure out, like, yeah, we have all of these amazing players and these amazing personalities, but can we push the demographic? And then when Caitlin Clark got to the league, the Angel Reeses got to the league, and they might have been fouled hard. The same thing I saw happen with Shamika Holdsclaw, though.
You see my tooth knocked out?
Yeah,
Rookie season, Joel Lloyd. My tooth knocked out. I still didn't get it.
So how do you
It's cool.
T-Clark, how do you feel about the fact that all of a sudden it was, oh, it's too physical. Oh, they're going at them because they're stars. What was your reaction to some of the new viewers and fans to the game thinking that the WNBA was too rough?
All right, so we'll stop right there. So, Rob, he says all of a sudden that people said it was too physical. Yeah. That's because nobody was paying attention to it, Rob. Right. So they may have been saying it, but there was so little publicity and so little coverage of the WNBA, nobody was listening. I didn't know that people thought it was too physical or that it was too physical because I wasn't paying attention to it because I wasn't watching it anymore.
Right.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is it's too physical, and that is the problem with the league in the first place. And until they instruct the refs to call the game 25% tighter so that they call physicality, Rob. That's really just an excuse or another name for a foul that's not called a foul.
That's what I mean. That's what the whole league is promoting, Mark. So it starts right at the top. The commission is promoting physical play.
Well, I don't know if she's promoting it. She's just not controlling it.
Well, she says they're the physical league, and she talks about it, how they are, and then.
Oh, okay. I'll stand corrected. She may have said that in the interview. She always says best. That's all she ever says is best.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If she said that they were bragging about the physicality, then I stand corrected on that. I believe you're right on that she said that. But it doesn't matter because it's too physical, and it's because these new fans don't want to see what the old fans saw. The old fans saw it's a small market. It wasn't enough to sustain a profit. So they have a chance to have a profit, and they can't do that unless these new fans who do not want the physical play get their way. Essentially get their way, which is how the NBA is reffed right now. So just asking to ref it like it is in the NBA, although take away some of the traveling in the NBA.
And the carries.
And the carries, right? Same thing. So that's what we're asking for. And that's what the league needs because you got all these exciting college players right now, Rob, who have talent. They're not just physical. Even Sarah Strong, who's a bigger body, she's got talent. Yeah. Audie Crooks, your girl.
My girl.
She has talent. She's a big woman. She's got talent. She has moves underneath the basket. And that's what's coming into the WNBA. And you need those players to shine so you have a more exciting brand of basketball and get rid of this physicality. And that'll make the sport more exciting and it'll make it more popular.
Well, plus, like I said, Mark, I coach women's basketball, and it's not as fluid as the men's game. They're not as athletic as the men's game, but it's more of, like I said, it's more of a ground game, not above the rim game. So that makes it almost some people almost like a kind of a plotting type thing, but it can be exciting like it is now if they get the ball and push the ball up the court like Caitlin Clark's going to do this year and make the game exciting, bring in fans to watch it.
Well, I don't think it's going to be plotting anymore because I think Caitlin Clark and the Fever are going to run, and I think they're going to have great success with it, and people are going to copy them. And that's what the league is going to turn into. And eventually, if they get the refs to call it, like, I don't know what percentage, but they say 25% tighter and take away those fouls that aren't called, the game will clean up by itself. All you got to do is instruct the refs to call the game better. That's all you got to do.
It was a crazy season because we have never had so much momentum behind our league, so much support, demand, viewership, all that, accessibility. But the craziness that came with the new fandom was rooted in something other than fandom, right? And I think that's very evident to see across the board. In a lot of ways, it has not been about basketball. Like we can talk about, you know, people getting fouled. I just showed you my tooth getting knocked out. Like that's been a part of the game. The game has always been physical. I can tell you the amount of times I've left with bloody lips and eyes. I've bruises all over my body, even from the game last night. You can see bruises on my elbow from last night. Like it's just a part of the game. So
I just want to stop right there, Rob. It might have been part of the game. It doesn't make it right. And that doesn't mean it should continue that way.
Yeah, maybe she kind of, you would think that she's like, well, it's part, I mean, like I said, I play basketball, and that it is part of the game, being hit and knocked, and after the game, you have little cuts and sores, but not like to the point where you're not doing anything about it, when the referees are looking the other way and missing fouls, and flagrant fouls, and eye pokes. That's when it's wrong.
All right, so we'll go on.
There was no targeting. There was no nothing.
Right.
That's a lie. We know Caitlin Clark got targeted. We know that she had more aggravated assaults against her. They had more flagrant fouls against her than anyone else in the league. And those are just the ones that were called, Rob. There were several flagrant fouls against her that weren't called. So if they put the percentage on, it would have gone up from like 20% of the flagrant fouls to about 50% of the flagrant fouls. And that's her against 143 other women. So you can't tell me there wasn't targeting. So that's a lie, but let's go on.
Yeah.
A narrative that got spun into, oh, the vets hate the rookies hate the vets are going after certain players. It's all bullshit. Like, if I'm just going to be frank, it's all bullshit. What it is racism, right? It gets.
So now, Rob, it's racism. So because they're denying what's obvious to us, they're turning around and saying it's racism for stating the obvious. That's racist for her to say that.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, bringing in race, why don't you just keep it like you had it? It was the way basketball was. But when you start bringing in race and you say, oh, so you think it's I don't know.
And people didn't say just the black women were targeting her. They were saying the whole league was targeting her. So it's not even racism if they were saying that.
Right.
This is racist for her to claim that. She's claiming a white woman wasn't targeted when it was, and she's black.
Right.
And pretending it didn't take place when it was. So we're not talking about the other rookies. We'll get to that if you want.
It's blown up into, oh, they're going after Caitlin Clark, but no, we're just playing one of the best players that's in this league the way that any other best player, franchise player is going to.
That's not true again, Rob. Again, that's not true. Rebecca Lobo went and looked at all the rookies that came into the league and other people in the league and she actually talked about the people in the league currently too. And she said Caitlin Clark has been more double teamed and triple teamed and blitzed than anyone that she's ever seen in WNBA history. So that's not true. She's not playing her just like everybody else.
And Mark, she talks about racism like that. I don't remember seeing any black rookie coming into the league being, like you said, double team, assaulted, having flagrant fouls in her. I don't remember seeing any black rookie coming into the league who had that much focus on her, like the players were, as far as fouls.
And even if you didn't see it, Rebecca Lobo went back and looked up every rookie, she said, and looked at film when they came into the league, Rob, to make sure before she drew that conclusion, she said it. So even if you didn't see it, you don't have to remember it. Rebecca Lobo did the homework for us. And it didn't surprise me when she said that. I've never seen any basketball player in the history of basketball, even Michael Jordan, who double teamed and triple teamed as much as she was and blitzed as much as she was. So I already knew it was going to be true, which you found out. But these are all lies. They're in denial.
Right.
Let's go on.
Get played. Watch how Stewie gets played. Watch how Asia gets played. Watch how Enrique gets played. Watch how Khalid gets played.
All right, I watched them all, Rob.
Yeah, I watched them all.
Teamed.
I didn't see them get double teamed. I didn't see him get trapped. I didn't see him get knocked to the floor on the ground, and then someone stand over and have someone clap when she got knocked to the ground. I didn't see that.
And if Ryan Clark was watching the WNBA, he would be correcting her. Now, I don't know if he did. So either he's lying or he didn't watch the WNBA because he's agreeing with her.
Go down the list of franchise players for every team. They be getting fucked up every game. It don't matter what position you are, what color you are, what school you came out of. This is how we feed our families. Our job is to go and win. And if we don't win, what happens? We get fired.
Mark,
we lose our job.
Mark, stop. So that's the way you feed your family. So you go after you go after the franchise player. That's the way you feed your family.
We feed our family by playing very competitively, is what I think she's saying, Rob.
Yeah.
To be fair, that's what she's saying.
Okay.
I don't think she's saying it the she's not doing that, so she's not saying that.
It sounds like to me like because you said franchise players and then we go after them. That's how we feed our family. I'm like,
well, I think they're just saying they're very competitive and they give the franchise player a lot of attention because that increases your likelihood to make money.
That's a no-brainer.
I
know what you're saying. It's a no-brainer. You got a franchise player and you're going to play hard against them, but to the degree, but you don't do it to them like you did to Caitlin Clark.
Right. Well, I'm sorry. What I was saying is that's the way you win games is to, put a lot of attention on the franchise players. That's not the way you make money. I misspoke. So anyways.
If you're telling me that the difference between me keeping my job is you in that basket, you're going to have to go all the way through me.
All lies. That's all I have to say. Everybody knows the story. Everybody knows she was targeted. Everybody knows why she was targeted, and we don't have to get into it. But it's not true. She didn't get treated just like any other rookie. She got treated much worse, and she got a lot more attention, and it's all on film. So you can deny it all you want, but we know what we saw.
Yeah, we know what we saw. Are you kidding me? Don't just like poo-poo it like everybody got the same treatment. No, everybody did not get the same treatment.
Yeah, so she's full of it. She's a very good point guard, though. She's one of the best point guards in the league. I'll say that. But she's lying, and that's all there's to it.
Yep.
Everything almost she said like 5 lies.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let us know what you think down below. The comments down below. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, what are you waiting for? You're going to get straightforward, honest, objective takes, not like these lies that you just heard.
Yeah.
Hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next video. And we can discuss this on Caitlin Clark's Crossover. It's every Monday from 6 to 7 and Thursdays from 5:30 to 6:30. It's Eastern time except for major holidays. It's like a sports reporters type forum with guest podcasters. It's really cool. Join us for that, and the live show continues. If you want to donate to the channel, you can with super chats and super thanks down below. And there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.